Hello everyone! I am really excited and just a little bit nervous to be hosting this presentation with you all. My name's Kate Solomon and I'm an independent consultant and regional vice president with Arbonne, and I've had my business now for just on 4 years. So what I would love for you to do in the next 15 minutes is listen to me with an open heart and an open mind, as this incredible company could completely transform your life as it has mine. So my intention is to share a little bit about me and my background and a tiny bit about this incredible business opportunity in the event it piques your interest and could actually be a fit for you or someone that you know. But first, why is someone like me doing something like this? Well, 4 years ago, I was a HR manager in corporate bookmaking, and prior to this, I worked in the telecommunications and automotive engineering industry. And I actually really enjoyed what I did working in HR, as I felt like I was able to add value. I really enjoyed connecting with people, but I didn't really know if this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And I'm not sure if you can relate to what I'm about to say, but I've always been really envious of people who knew what they wanted to do when they grew up. Because I fell into my HR career almost by accident, and I ended up continuing in this career as I didn't really know what else I could do that I'd really enjoy. I didn't need any additional qualifications for, and would continue to earn a great income. So I became super comfortable in my career, and although I loved what I did, there was never really enough money, or more importantly, enough time to consistently and regularly do the things that we always wanted to do, like traveling and spending summers with our families. I now recognise with a little bit of hindsight that I was completely stuck on this hamster wheel of life, and every week was the same, every month was the same, and I was rushing everywhere I went, and I was never truly present. So I was physically there with my kids and with my friends and with my work colleagues, but I was always mentally elsewhere, thinking of the 100 other things that I had to do. I don't know if anyone's watching this can actually relate to this, but this is definitely how I felt. And I was actually introduced to Arbonne through my friend from my mother's group, who hosted a party. And after initially resisting to try the products, as I was only there for the free champagne and free food, I did try them and I completely fell in love with them. Granted, I was coming from a low base, as I was actually using like Palmolive liquid hand soap to wash my face, and I didn't wear any makeup or use any nutrition supplements. But the quality of the skincare products completely blew me away, and I immediately noticed a difference with my skin. So as a side note, if you're watching this and you have not yet tried the products, please insist that the person who asked you to watch this video get you some of the products to try, as they are seriously the best on the market. Now, I initially had absolutely zero interest in the business opportunity, and when my same friend whose party I went to started her Arbonne business, I thought she had literally lost her mind, as not only was she 35 weeks pregnant with her second child, but she was also a senior marketing executive, and I thought she was so much smarter than that. Because you see, I thought this business was a scam. I thought only people who couldn't get a real job did things like this. So why on earth would she do it? But through my friend, I did my due diligence and I got educated on what this thing actually was, and I realised I was actually incredibly incorrect in my assumption. This business is not a scam. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's just an incredibly smart business that rewards you for your effort, and something that literally anyone can do. You don't have to be a salesperson. You don't have to be a beauty therapist. You don't have to know a stack of people, and you certainly don't have to have any experience in running a business before. And I met other men and women who were doing this business who were all incredibly intelligent and from all different backgrounds. There was pharmacists and veterinary physicians and corporate lawyers, recruitment managers, stay-at-home mums, marketing managers, business owners. They were all incredibly smart and incredibly driven people, and all having amazing success in their business. So after attending an information session about the opportunity, what I heard were the answers to my million questions, and my skepticism reduced. I actually began to think, what if this works for me? Like, what if I could have more time? What if my kids didn't have to be the first ones dropped off at childcare every single day and be the one of the last to leave? Like, what if I could be rewarded for my effort? So if I put a lot of effort in because I worked hard, like I could really earn some great money. What if I could actually replace my corporate income, or in fact exceed it? Like, what if I could earn a free holiday? What if I could have more choices? All these what if questions just ran through my head. So I decided to jump in despite working full-time hours, only having started a new job literally 2 weeks earlier, as well as having my 2 children under 3, and I just had a crack. I literally knew nothing, and I was so bad when I started, and I had so many fears I thought I would combust. But despite my initial fears and my massive skepticism and my self-doubt, I did everything I was trained to do by my mentors, and the business has rewarded me beyond my wildest expectations. It's brought me home to my family just after a year of starting, having almost replaced my six-figure salary. But rather there being more month at the end of the money, there is now more money at the end of the month. And additionally, rather than now only being able to buy what I needed, I can now actually buy what I want. I no longer have to exchange time for money, because once I introduce clients to these amazing products, they fall in love with them just like I have, and then they get the results that they want with them, and then they go online and reorder the products themselves, and I don't have to pick, pack, or post them. Arbonne does everything for me. So I can be at the park with my kids or at their school doing volunteer work or reading and be rewarded for my initial referrals as my clients shop online while I'm off doing other things. So the time leverage you get with this business is absolutely game changing. And whilst I didn't start to earn the free holidays, I've actually managed to earn myself 3 international incentive trips to Fiji, the Caribbean, and New York. And I don't share this with you to say I'm so amazing. I actually share this with you to show you what's possible. As please believe me, if I can do this, so can you. And the thing I'm incredibly passionate about and why I love sharing my story and this amazing business with people is the business has given me time with my family and in particular with my kids. I'm there for all the drop-offs and pickups. I'm there for the school activities. I don't have to juggle during school holidays. And I've been able to help my oldest son and my daughter transition through their first year of school effortlessly. And I've since had a third baby and I'm home with him all the time. I now have so much time that I'm desperate to get out of the house. So I guess now that you know a little bit about me and my background, let me share with you a little bit about Arbonne. So Arbonne's actually a 37-year-old botanically based health and wellness company with an incredible Swiss heritage. And this is so important, and it means that our business has an incredibly strong foundation built around research, around growth, and around stability. It was founded by a gentleman named Peter Mork, and he wanted to create an extraordinary products that ordinary people could afford, using pure ingredients, combining the best of science and nature, products that actually deliver results, that were vegan, gluten-free, and contain nothing harmful. And this is a massive point of difference, as previously I'd never turned over the back of my bottles of the products to see what I was actually putting on my skin and my kids' skin, as I just assumed everything was safe for use if it was sold in Australia. And I'm so grateful that I've now received so much training about this, and I actually understand what ingredients are harmful with long-term use, and even more grateful that now with this information and education I've had, I can then share this with others and educate them too. And Arbonne have a wide range of consumable products, from skincare to nutrition to personal care and cosmetics. These are products that we're using every single day. So from a business perspective, it makes complete sense to be involved in a company with a product that runs out and needs to be reordered, that is already used by everyone every day. It's not like someone just wakes up one day and decides to stop washing their hair or brushing their teeth with toothpaste. You know, when these products run out, we typically repurchase them. And Peter, our amazing founder, also wanted to attach these products to a business that could help people change their lives by selling them through a direct sales method and not through retail chains. So when I used these products for the first time, as you heard earlier, I absolutely loved them. So naturally, I actually wanted to tell people about them. And that's literally all social marketing or network marketing actually is. It is word of mouth recommendations. We recommend things all the time. Restaurants we've eaten in, films we've seen, cafes that have amazing coffee, products we've used, and companies that give exceptional service, just to name a few. But we normally do this free of charge, and only the business owner benefits from our recommendation. In social marketing, we get a thank you check from Arbonne every single time someone takes up our recommendation, goes online and purchases their products, and then those products are delivered directly to their door. And Arbonne also rewards success with a cash bonus for a white Mercedes-Benz at the 3rd level, like something that I never started for. But since I earned my Mercedes after 18 months of being in the business, I now want everyone to be able to get theirs too, as the car is really cool. And this is a global opportunity that can be built from your smartphone wherever you are in any of the countries that we operate in. So if you love travel, you can travel to all the countries that we currently operate in, including to Germany, where Arbonne is set to launch next year, and the trip is a tax deduction. So as long as you have a smartphone and Wi-Fi, you can build a successful business. And because the business is online, it means that there is no commuting to and from work or getting stuck on public transport or in your car each way each day. I literally commute from my bedroom to my office or living room or to a cafe if the weather's glorious. And we also have the opportunity to build a team, and we actually get rewarded for helping others to become successful by teaching and training and mentoring them to build an incredible business. And as your business grows, you get to truly choose how you spend your time, and it can give you the freedom to live the life that you actually want to live. And we also get, these incredible incentive trips that we have the opportunity to earn. And I've already shared with you some of the trips that I've earned in my time with the company. But we truly just have so much fun. Like, we get to travel to Vegas together every year. And at the top level of the company, you have the opportunity to go to Maui in Hawaii in January every single year with your partner for our annual leadership retreat. Like, super cool. I don't know what other company sends their leaders to Maui. This is an effort-based business, so you ultimately get to decide how big you want your business to be. And what I love the most, and I think what's underplayed, is the incredible community. Like, you truly feel that you're a part of something at Arbonne. We're surrounded by like-minded people, and I feel like I found my tribe, like people that I can be my authentic, sometimes a little bit crazy self around, without any fear of judgment or conforming to corporate expectations. And this business can absolutely change your life. So if you'd like to hear or learn more, I really encourage you to get back in contact with the person that invited you to watch this video. And if you have any hesitations, please know that this is completely normal. My fears were that I wouldn't have enough time, I didn't know enough people, I didn't want to be that person that everyone avoided at social gatherings, and I also had zero experience and didn't think that I'd actually be any good at this. So if you share any of these fears or can relate to any of these points, then please know, like, I completely understand how you feel, as I felt exactly the same way. So I'd encourage you to connect with your gut on this opportunity. Like, if you've got a feeling and something I've said's actually resonated and you're thinking, maybe this could work for me, then please follow that feeling and ask all your questions to the person who asked you to join me online, because this business is really about dreaming big. And I want to finish by asking you 2 questions. The first is, where will you be in 5 years if you continue to do exactly what you're doing today? Because when I asked myself that question, the thought terrified me. And you need to make a change for something to change. And this is what most people don't do. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So Arbonne could be the actual opportunity you might not have known that you were looking for. And my second question is, if I was to take away your main source of income right now, how long would you and your family actually survive on your savings? Because that, for me, 4 years ago, I was like, huh? Savings? What is that? So a lot of us are, like, I mentioned, like, stuck on this hamster wheel, and we're just surviving. We're not thriving. The money is there, but the month ends and the money ends. And at the same time, like, the next month starts and then you go through the same process again. It's truly incredible what you can do if you literally just take a leap of faith and make this change. And if you're thinking to yourself, what if it doesn't work? Well, I'd love you to flip that question around and actually encourage you to ask yourself, what if it does? There are so many examples of success, so dream really big. If you have kids under 5, you'll recognize that they dream so big. They think they can literally do anything in the world, but just somewhere along the way, we learn to stop dreaming big and we settle. We only have one life. So if you're a guest, I urge you to listen to your gut and just jump in and go for it. Ask your consultant how you can get started. Don't overthink it. Let's get really clear, like a bit cheeky. You're not asking for someone to donate a kidney or you're taking out a second mortgage. Like, it's just a super simple decision that costs you hardly any money. So I encourage you to connect with a consultant and they can share more with you on that, because this is your chance to play really big and completely take charge and create your own destiny. You see, you have the pen to the rest of your life, and I really encourage you to make it a happy ending. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you at an Arbonne event in the future. Bye for now.